In this video, we're breaking down 8 signs that will make you instantly recognize if a woman is stringing you along just for attention. And by the end, you'll know exactly when to pull the plug and reclaim your power. My name is Jessica OS. This is my YouTube channel, and of course, if you are interested in my videos, make sure to always check out Jessica OS, the channel name, under any video before you watch it, to be sure that this advice is coming from me as AI is taking over the internet. Now, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like you were her entertainment, her emotional support, and her ego boost, but never her man? If you've been giving your time, energy, and attention, but something feels off, you might not be her priority. You might just be her pastime. Today, I'm going to expose 8 biggest signs that she's using you for attention and why you need to walk away before you lose more than just your dignity. You ready? Let's jump in. Sign number 1. She loves the chase, but hates the catch. Some women are addicted to being pursued. They love the thrill of a man chasing them, showering them with effort, and proving his interest. But the catch is, once you actually start to pull her close, once you expect her to reciprocate that effort, the excitement will then disappear. She lights up when you're texting her constantly, planning dates and doing all the chasing. But the second you stop running after her and expect her to kind of meet you halfway, then the energy will fade. Now, it's because it was never about you. It was about the high of being wanted. So ask yourself, does her interest rise when you're pursuing, but drop the second you slow down? If the only time she seems interested is when you're putting in 100%, that's actually not attraction, it's a game. The mistake most men make is doubling down when she pulls away. They think, well, maybe I just have to try a little harder. Maybe she's testing me. Maybe this is a game I need to win. No, you're feeding her addiction to the chase. And the more you do it, the less she'll ever respect you. Flip the script. A woman who genuinely likes you doesn't just enjoy the pursuit, she enjoys the partnership. If she loses interest the moment things get real, you need to let her go. She wasn't looking for love. She was looking for an ego boost. Sign number 2. She flirts with you but never commits. Now, this one is deadly because basically it keeps you hooked longer than you should be. You know, she gives you just enough to keep your hopes alive, but never enough to move things forward. Think about it. She'll probably call you babe. She'll send playful emojis, maybe even touch your arm when you're together. You know, she knows exactly how to spark your imagination. But the moment you try to turn that flirtation into something real, like asking her out, escalating physically, or having a serious talk, she pumps the brakes. Suddenly it's, I'm not ready. Let's just keep things chill, you know? Guys, I need you to pay attention to the balance. Is she constantly throwing hints but shutting down any real progress? If she is, you're not dealing with genuine interest. You're dealing with a tease who thrives on the chase. The mistake men make in this instance is thinking they need to try harder. Once again, they assume that, well, if they're more patient, more romantic, more persistent, she'll eventually cave. But that's exactly the trap. She's dangling the carrot to make you keep running in circles. If she's stringing you along with flirtation but blocking every step towards commitment, stop feeding the cycle. Don't keep chasing a fantasy she's never going to let you have. Sign number 3. You feel drained, not valued. At the end of the day, the biggest red flag isn't just what she says or does. It's how you feel after dealing with her. A healthy connection makes you feel energized, appreciated, respected, right? But if you're being used for attention, the opposite will happen. You walk away from conversations feeling very empty, like you've given more than you got. You feel uncertain about where you stand, anxious about whether she's actually, someone who cares about you, and frustrated because no matter what you do, it feels like it's never enough. Now think about it. After spending time with her, do you feel built up or drained? Do you feel more confident or less secure? That emotional toll is a truth your brain may try to ignore, but your body cannot hide. The mistake most men make is dismissing this gut feeling. They convince themselves they're overthinking or that things will improve with time. But the reality is, if you consistently feel used, it's because you are. Now, the right woman won't have you questioning your worth. She'll make you feel stronger, calmer, more valued just by being around her. If all she leaves you with is exhaustion and doubt, it's not a relationship, it is emotional robbery. Sign 4. She's all about validation and not connection. Now, this is the kind of woman who thrives on being admired, not building anything meaningful. It's not that deep. Every conversation will feel like a performance where you're the audience and she's the star, Notice how she always wants the spotlight? She fishes for compliments, you know. Do you think I look good in this? Oh, baby, what do you think about that? Did you see how many likes I got? You know, tell me again why you like me. It's constant. Like she needs you to pump her self-esteem back up every single second. But when the focus shifts to you, your wins, your struggles, your goals, she, for some reason, would zone out. Maybe she'll change the subject. Maybe she'll give you a half-hearted, oh, that's nice, and then pull the attention back to herself. It's a one-way street, my brother. Ask yourself, does she ask deep questions about you? Does she remember the details that you share? Or does she only light up when the topic involves her and is about her? If the connection feels shallow and one-sided, you're not building a bond, you're feeding her ego. So don't make the mistake of thinking this dynamic will change once you prove or once she proves herself. A lot of men believe that if they give more validation, eventually she'll start giving it back, but it's untrue. Women who crave attention this way aren't trying to connect, they're trying to collect. If you're pouring out compliments and emotional energy, but getting nothing real in return, pull back. A woman who truly values you doesn't just want to be admired, she wants to admire you too. Have you ever dealt with a woman who only wanted praise but never gave any of that back? Well, then perhaps you should type one-way street in the comments so other guys know that they're not alone. Sign number 5, she only reaches out when she's bored. And this is a classic. You'll notice something interesting about women who use you for attention. Essentially, they disappear when her life is exciting, but reappear the moment things go quiet. Think about it. When she's with her friends, busy with work, or wrapped up in the guy that she really wants to be with, your phone will stay silent. The second she's home alone, feeling restless, or in need of some kind of an ego boost, suddenly you're her favorite person again. This isn't about you. You're simply filling empty space in her day. You're basically her, in case of boredom, contact. Don't make the mistake by getting flattered by the sudden attention that she gives you. She texts late at night and you think it means she's interested. No, it just means you're convenient. And don't confuse convenience with connection. Ask yourself, does she ever reach out to plan something meaningful ahead of time, or does she only hit you up when she's got nothing better to do? If it's always last minute, always when she's idle, etc., that's not a woman making you a priority. She's making you her entertainment. So the next time she only calls when she's bored, flip the script. Don't answer right away. Don't jump through the hoops just because she remembered you exist. The more you reward that behavior, the more she'll keep using you. Sign number 6, she never makes time for you. Oh man, when women value you, they make time, period. It doesn't matter how busy her schedule looks. If she's genuinely interested, she'll find a way to carve out space for you. When she's just using you for attention, on the other hand, the pattern will flip. Suddenly, she'll always be busy. She's got endless time for brunch with the girls, scrolling TikTok, or binging the latest Netflix series, but never time to see you. Do you feel like you're always rearranging your schedule just to fit into hers, but she never once bends for you? If you said yes, then understand that she's not too busy. She's just not prioritizing you. The mistake you're making is trying harder, sending more texts, offering more flexibility, practically begging for her time. And all that does is make her value you less because, well, you've taught her that no matter how little effort she gives you, you'll always show up. Guys, if she's consistently too busy for you, stop chasing. Let her feel the absence of your presence, because a woman who wants you will never risk losing you to busyness. Sign number 7. She keeps you around, but talks to other guys. This one stings because it exposes the game she's really playing. She wants your loyalty, attention, energy, but she's not giving the same in return. She'll tell you, oh, we're not exclusive. Yet she'll still expect you to drop everything when she calls, right? Meanwhile, she's out there posting thirst traps on IG, replying to other men's DMs, or hanging out with male friends who conveniently all seem a little too interested in her. Does she get jealous or controlling if you even look at another woman, but brushes it off when she's entertaining a lineup of guys? It's double standards and power play. She wants to keep you hooked whilst keeping her options open. So don't make the mistake of convincing yourself that you're the main guy, saying things like, oh, well, she talks to other guys, but she spends more time with me. That's ego talking. If she's entertaining multiple men while demanding your exclusivity, you're not her priority, you're a safety net. So stop competing for a spot you never signed up for. A woman who respects you will make it clear that you're the one that she's choosing. She won't keep you guessing while she's shopping around. If you're getting value from this breakdown, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications, because I promise this is the kind of real talk that most men never get to hear. And finally, sign number 8. She only shows up when she needs something. It may sound familiar. It's one of the clearest signs, you know, that you're not her partner, you're just a problem solver. Pay attention to the pattern. She calls when her car breaks down, when she's short on cash, when she needs advice, or when life feels heavy. But when you need her support, her encouragement, her time, suddenly she's unavailable. That's transactional. The mistake you're making is mistaking this for intimacy. A lot of men think, well, she trusts me enough to lean on me. No, 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 no. She relies on you because it's convenient, not because she's invested. If she's never around to celebrate your wins or comfort you in your lows, she's not building a connection. She's just extracting your resources. And you need to see it as that. Does she ever check in to see how you're doing? Or all her calls, texts, and visits are centered around what you can do for her? Be real. Ask yourself this question. I mean, if things feel one-sided, it's because it probably is. So stop being her emotional crutch and emergency hotline. If she disappears the moment her problem is solved, you're not her man, you're her utility. And no self-respecting man will sign up for that role. So I guess the bottom line is this. If you spot even half of these signs, she's not building a future with you, and I need you to understand that. She's feeding her own ego. And the longer you stay, the harder it will be for you to walk away. Respect yourself enough to recognize when you're being played and invest that time and energy into someone who will actually value you. I hope you got value from this video. If you did, share it with another guy who needs to hear this. And of course, subscribe to the channel, like the video so I know, and turn on notifications so you get notified every time I post. My name is Jessica OS. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Cheers.